Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rock and Roll Union Streamcast special episode here backstage at the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have all your backstage stuff going on here. We'll be talking to each of the bands involved. We'll be showing a little bit of each of the sets that are coming up as well. Just a heads up before we move forward. The second half of the show, we're going to be doing 2 hours here on the YouTube and the Facebook page. Starting in the third hour, we'll be doing everything via Facebook Live. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you switch back over to Facebook Live for the third hour. We're going to be here each and every week of this Battle of the Bands. Really excited. Double Vision was the first band up. We're going to be talking to those guys momentarily. Really excited to get everything going. But a quick shout out to our sponsors, Rosenfeld Dental Associates, located at 1095 Inman Avenue in Edison, New Jersey. Go rock your smile with the Rock Doc. Dave Rosenfeld, nominated one of the top dentists of 2023 for New Jersey. Mention CT McManus or Rock and Roll Union, get a great discount on your first booking. So yeah, a lot of things popping, a lot of great things happening, man. Sitting backstage here at the Battle of the Bands. Like I said, Double Vision started off first. We're going to bring those guys out with us now. Guys, just come on over, have a seat. You guys kicked ass.
Thank you.
For everybody watching. I want to make sure we get everybody in the set. So I wanted to ask, first off, if you guys can introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and that kind of stuff.
James Barnes, songwriter, singer, bass player. Ace Barnes, lead guitar.
Danny, drummer. CC4, and I'm co-lead and rhythm guitar.
I got to say, man, you guys really kicked ass. How do you think it went out there?
I think it went pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, how long have you guys been together as a band? 2 years, man. You guys are like very young still. Compared to some of the bands that are in the lineup coming up tonight or in general, you guys are young. What made you want to start music? What made you want to get involved?
I don't know, man. I heard Appetite for Destruction the first time when I was like 13, and I was like, damn, bro, I think I want to do that.
Awesome.
I think I want to be Duff McKagan.
Yeah, second I took lessons, I was like, I don't think I'm learning these notes. I want to start shredding. And that's when lessons didn't last too long, and we just started playing and learning stuff on our own.
Yeah, I started playing because he played the guitar, and I was like, maybe we could do something one day. So the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Hopped in the drums. And
the same thing, identical twins, obviously. So it's just like we just listened to the same stuff. And whether it was something our parents put on or whatever, it was just like you heard it. You're like, yo, what if we did this? And then we would take like the Bevity and Rock Band, where they had the guitar controllers, and we would walk around just with those on. Like they're not even real things. We just walk around with them on and be like, yo, look like how cool I put your hands on. So.
Reminds me of the South Park episode. But did you guys come from a musical background? Were your parents music lovers, or
the first generation musicians in our
That's
families?
awesome.
They did have similar taste in music. I would say all of our parents put us on some of the classic stuff, and then we developed our own taste.
Now, did you come up going to shows, or did you kind of?
No,
Nope.
I went to my first ever concert last year.
Wow! Who was your first concert? Vixen, yeah, man, good stuff. Now, what are some of your influences? Who do you guys like to listen to?
Shoot.
You mentioned GNR.
GNR,
one of my all-time favorites.
I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, huge GNR fan. We got Bon Jovi. Stuff like that.
Van
Halen for me.
Bon
I
Jovi.
can't. Yeah, I can't live my life without
Man.
Iron Maiden,
Maiden.
another big influence.
Okay.
The one cover we put in our set.
Now, as far as you guys are concerned, being so young, I mean, you mentioned a lot of the bands that I grew up on personally.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything younger that you guys are listening to? Is there anybody out there
I'm
that
a
you feel
huge-
has that feel?
I'm a huge fan of Mammoth, WVH.
Mammoth,
right
yeah,
now.
hell yeah.
They're killer. And I mean, in my guilty pleasure, I'm gonna say it. I love Olivia Rodrigo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
She's
very
killing
good.
it.
I
She's
know.
killing it right
Yeah.
now.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, what do you guys have coming up on your schedule? You got any other gigs
We
lined
got-
up?
Upstairs, Casey Ray's,
Nice.
August 6th and August 20th. Yeah. So you catch us there. I mean, no excuses. We're right next door.
Yep.
Now, what about finding you guys online, finding some of your music, finding some of your websites?
So we're
that
on
kind of thing?
Spotify, Apple Music. We're verified on Spotify. It'd be Double Vision. You know, it's just a nice white logo with the 3 red stripes. We're on Instagram at double_vision_band. Facebook, same thing, just Double Vision Band.
Look for the logo. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys, 2 years in, some of your favorite memories so far as being a band. Favorite shows, favorite anything.
Definitely when the 4 of us got together for the first time. We got together out of necessity during a high school talent show. So
Oh,
it was kind
wow.
of like we slapped ourselves together, and then I was like, wait a minute, like no, like so that was pretty cool. Just like the first time the chemistry was there. I really liked that.
Yeah.
That was definitely one for me.
I mean, and this is kind of off topic from the original question, but just we've tried, the 3 of us were all in the same grade throughout high school. We tried band after band, different people.
Yeah.
And as he got older, we realized 2 family schedules is a lot easier to manage. than
Hell
3
yeah.
family schedules. Especially when half of you can't drive. And
Carpool, it's wonderful.
yeah,
So who was the first one to get their license?
We were.
the twins.
Now, how much did that open things up?
Significantly. Oh my
It
God.
was like, who wants to come get me? Yeah, immediately just like burden like came off the shoulder. Like we didn't have to wait for mommy or daddy to come or come home from work, but okay, but you guys have to leave by 9 because I don't want you guys playing too late and stuff like that. Yeah, once we got our own license, everything it was like we're cranking out rehearsals till like 11 o'clock at night.
Now, you guys said that you're first generation musicians. How do your families feel as far? Are they supportive? Or do they not quite get it?
For the most part, they're
Support
supportive.
about it.
They come out to
Come out to every
They're not completely stoked on that being like a career.
Yeah, I hear
They're
you.
like, well,
Have your backup plan.
to like play around with that for a little more. You know, I still have just a little bit more time.
3 of us, we still go to college, you know, so
Awesome.
gotta do that.
Where you going?
I go to Rowan. I study
I graduated, Rowan. Hell
I
yeah.
study music
Awesome.
industry business.
Good stuff.
So-
What do you study?
Business management.
Business management. For a
Susquehanna.
band, yeah, you could
Yep.
definitely use
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I was just saying,
Hell
well,
yeah.
It's become a possibility in the future. We have aspects that all of us. Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, and I noticed it when I was watching you guys on stage, you bring a bit of showmanship to the stage. You bring a little bit more than what I've seen some of the other bands or some of the
Yeah.
original artists that I've seen do lately, and especially for a young band. How important is that stage presence to you
That
guys?
was the thing that was like we're gonna do that because we would go out to shows or we would go and play like open mic nights or whatever, and the other bands would just kind of sit around and they would do their thing and they were stare at their guitar or something. But it was like so the showmanship was a big thing early on that we were pushing because we were like, oh, how is it good? How are we gonna set ourselves apart from everybody or whatever? So we would rehearse that kind of like silly stuff, like basically, you know,
You need to stand out somehow.
Yeah, and personally, for me, going to a show, I mean, I've been to, you know, tons of concerts now, and I'm not real good at remembering what songs you play.
Right,
but I
right.
will remember the show. I will remember I'll be there. I remember, you know, if you did something cool, you know.
Hell yeah.
You know, if the guitar player was really cool and he's really, you know, talented, I think I'll remember that more
Yeah.
than I'll remember the songs you played.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
taking
much.
time out of your time. Man, good luck in
Thank
Battle
you.
of the Bands, guys. You guys can vote for them. Do you guys have is there a number or is there a line? Do they just go by one as far as voting or
Online votes count as 1, and in-person votes, if you're in person, count as 2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And all the votes
So you
are-
guys got to get out here.
Yeah. Even if you didn't catch us live, you can still vote for us.
Hell yeah, man.
What do you get here?
mean a lot.
every vote counts, bro.
Guys, best of luck. Thank you so much. So, guys, there you go, man. Double Vision kicking off Deathwish Coffees Battle of the Bands. Really great guys, man. Really, really cool. Time to hang out. We got about 5 minutes going until the next band lines up. This is what it's all about, man. Really, really good time. And hopefully you guys are watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of this background information and a little bit of a show, man. Backstage at the Landis Theater, we'll take a look, take a little walk around, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the Blue Room. If you could see, they got the nice posters hanging up on the walls. And nice little area backstage. The next band is warming up, which is the Rock and Roll Union Artist of the Month for July. Age of Ore. We go back a little ways with those guys, man. Really, really cool to see them in this contest. There's a lot of front runners, a lot of good stuff to be had, man. A lot of great artists involved in this. Once again, if you are not here, you could still vote. You could still get your votes in for what band you want to see. You can also go over to the Landis Theater Facebook page, and they're live streaming everything there as well. Like I said, in the second hour, we're going to go right about 9:30. We're going to go to Facebook Live exclusively. We're running both right now at that time, but at this present time, we're running both. But until that, like I said, 9:30, make sure you switch over to the Facebook page. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, follow everything going on. We'll be here tonight and tomorrow night. A lot of great artists to be had, 6 bands each night, 24 bands in total. And a lot of people want to say that the original scene is dead, man. We are alive and we are kicking. A lot of great stuff to be had. Once that next band, Age of War, comes up, I'm going to be taking you guys into the theater. We're going to watch the first 2 songs from them. And just a lot of good stuff kicking, man. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our special behind the scenes of the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands, guys. We're going to take a little step into the theater. I'll be able to show you guys a little bit of the next upcoming band, Age of Ore, the Rock and Roll Union Artist of the Month. So we're going to take a quick little walk through. And we'll show you a little bit of Age of Order, man. This is
Or my name's Jake. That's Justino on the bass, and that's Lucas on the drums. We're gonna play some original metal music for you guys. We hope you enjoy us.
This time it'll take more than your back, but you're going to darkness like a rest. Let's just another day of the capital. That's just another way. Young people way. It's another day. Promise to just be. That's not for you to say. That's for your dying day. So when you are trying, I know how you get. You out. Will you? You're what you promised to be. That's just another day. That's a capital. That's just another way. May not be prepared. It's your going ahead. The world is capital. Not enough for you to change. Be your dying day. Let's take things the world is your heart is your soul is your under the river your highest there. Your power, yeah. 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 Let's start the place, your spot, and then it's back to the show. The rule you're ready to play. Ride higher, sing lower, then take the fight back to the to the one who waits and prays on the ignorant of society. I'll be jumping on to the running snacks to me. Run on back 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 to me.
Thank you. I cannot hear the bass. My monitor. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We had a major technical malfunction. This time, your life is flashing before your eyes. I try not to close, but you run to a wall. You look beyond the grave, but I can see you come too far. While I picture you when you answer to the call. Where are you with? You know who's wearing pink, and she'll break from to the way. Look beyond the grave, but I can see you come too far. Why would it take you when you enter to the door? For your name! For your name! For your name!
Thank you, thank you. I don't know what's going on with this mic stand here. There we go. There was a hidden screw. There we go. All right, this next song is a newer one of our originals. I think we released it probably around August of last year. It's one of my personal favorites. It's called The Darkest Hour. Open your ear. You'll find inside never changing. Try to be right. It's one oil Life is the opposite. Making room about me. Scraping unacross the wall. She told me down and down. Came to die, breathing off bridges by. It's just strewn on love, so clear. If the pointing open your eyes, no cry, it's time for change. I'm done in the blue for time. Yeah, yeah. Open up. Time never change. Open up. This one.
This is true, it's got to go. This is what you're doing, it's always the door. It's so your best to play. It's got to celebrate. Celebrate.
Thank you. It's hot up here. All right, we're gonna have some fun with this next song. Your chances just running from yes, take a rest. No, it's there. Right now. Oh my God. Just like God. Your head in your hands, that's a whole place. I escaped to be chased by our time. That's why we don't want this. Let your hands, no one said, go down to the underworld. Take off. Go wake up. Take off. Wake up.
Apologize for any audio faux pas, guys. Um, it's what it is this first night, guys. We are trying to deal with what we got, man. We're going to be getting better tomorrow night. We'll have mic'd up and it'll be a lot better. My apologies. Age of Horror is killing it right now. Once they're off the stage, we'll be talking to them. That'll be much better. You'll hear better things back here. But a lot of great stuff. So for right now, guys, don't go nowhere. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
Yes, you did, and I gave you.
All right, guys, just a little bit of a heads up. Second, starting at 9:30, we're going to go strictly to Facebook Live. We are hanging out backstage at Deathwish Coffees Battle of the Bands. My apologies for any sound delay or sound issues going on with the streamcast this evening. Doing my best to bring you what is awesome and amazing event. Original music, man. There's plenty of it out there. We're going to be talking to Age of Order, the Rock and Roll Union Artist of the Month. Coming up at about 8:15, 8:20, they'll be leaving the stage or doing their last song now. Also, a big heads up. I wanted to give you guys amazing information about something upcoming, waiting to get a couple more people here online and have big news that we're going to be announcing very, very soon. During this streamcast, we have information regarding a future Rock and Roll Union event, or not event, but project coming up. You guys are going to want to see that. Also, we're going to be doing a lot more live from the Landis. Really, really excited, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the feed as well. Make sure you're getting out there, no matter where you are, supporting the arts, supporting live rock and roll, and doing your best to make the rock and roll come back. A lot of really cool things going on backstage, a lot of good information, a lot of stuff going on, guys. Really looking forward to giving you guys the best in local original rock, and that is why we're here, man. Really thankful and blessed to be here. If you guys haven't checked out my t-shirt yet, this was an anniversary thing that me and the wife did back in 2021. Celebrated our anniversary coming here to the Evil Dead musical. There's a lot of things that happen here at the Landis. You guys want to be part of that, want to be part of the Landis, man. Nobody does sound production music better than the Landis. And got some amazing information, like I said, coming up. And we're going to be celebrating that, guys. There's a big project coming up that I'm proud to be part of, proud to just be around, man. So, really looking forward to releasing that information very soon. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this feed. Like I said, I think that Age of War has maybe one more tune in their arsenal before they step off stage and will be joining us momentarily. And in case you're just tuning in, you missed Double Vision, another great artist that kicked off the whole thing. And really a lot of good information going on, guys. So don't go anywhere. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of the music here, a lot of the show. And starting at the 9:30 hour, we're going to be going strictly to Facebook Live. Right now, we're on the YouTube and Facebook page. If you're on the YouTube page, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does a lot to help me out, help us out, and further the cause. Right now, Rock and Roll Union is sitting at about 5,500 followers. Always room to grow, always room to get more people in our arsenal, guys. And big shout out to all the bands that are involved. Really excited to see where this goes. So right now you have Age of War. Next up, you have Strange Velvet. Looking forward to seeing those guys turn out on the stage as well, man. A lot of good bands, a lot of upcoming things. And don't go anywhere. We will be hanging right here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us for our behind the stage footage of the Deathwish Coffee first annual, hopefully annual, Battle of the Bands here at the Landis Theater. And I promise you guys big information, and I'm going to reveal that information now. Starting August 21st, Rock and Roll Union will be doing a new live series called Live at Landis. We'll be talking all the events, all the upcoming guests, all the great things that are going to be happening here at the Landis Theater. We'll be co-hosted by Steve and Ray, the creative director and the owner of the Landis Theater. Three of us will be talking to all the guests, all the great, amazing events coming up to Landis Theater. We'll be talking to all the guests involved. We're going to be talking to the Dead Daisies. We're going to be talking to the Johnny Cash band starting that week. It's going to be an amazing week. Going to be a lot of great stuff to be had, and just a lot of fun all the way around. So there it is, guys. There's the big news. We have a new show coming live at Landis starting August 21st. Do not miss it. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to our subscribers. And thank you for tuning in and making sure Original Rock is still around. Welcome back to the behind the scenes footage of Deathwish Coffees Battle of the Bands. We will be talking to Age of Ore shortly once they get a little chance to clear off the stage and to unpack a little bit. But great set from Age of Ore, amazing music all the way around. We had Double Vision, we had Age of Ore, and upcoming is Strange Velvet. Just a heads up, like I said, starting at 9:30, we will be going straight to Facebook Live. So if you are watching this from the YouTube channel, thank you. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And starting at 9:30, please turn over to the Facebook page as we will be running Facebook Live exclusively. Just an amazing set to be had from Age of Ore. Those guys kick ass each and every time. They are July's Artists of the Month, and really excited for those guys. Very young band. First two bands were very young. Want to say, man, they had a lot of excitement, a lot of buildup between the two of them. Really, really good. I apologize for our audio if it cut in and out. I apologize for that. We'll be doing a much better job tomorrow evening. We'll make sure we have it mic'd up and do everything the right way starting tomorrow. But tonight was just a first run, first night, and we're going to get better each and every night that we do this, guys. So we are rocking live from the Landis Theater in Vineland, New Jersey. Beautiful theater, beautiful everything, guys. And man, just a lot of great stuff.
See his face like his hair.
Sorry. No, I'm really sorry.
Welcome back to the Landis Theater. Welcome back to the Rock and Roll Union special streamcast behind the scenes of the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands 2023. Age of Or just ended a smoking set. Really, really amazing job by those guys. Before them was Double Vision, another great young Jersey band, and a lot of good information about how you guys can vote, how you guys can make your voice heard. Even if you're not here in person, you can still vote. Make sure that you make your vote heard, man. This is the one place where your vote actually matters, guys. Welcome to the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands. So a lot of great bands involved this evening, and a lot of great bands over the course of the next couple of weeks, 24 bands total. What an amazing job put together by the Landis Theater, Deathwish Coffee, Jameson, and the rest of the sponsors, guys. Just want to say thank you for being on board. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything that you guys do to make original rock and roll matter in this area. Upcoming band is, as I take a look at the schedule, Strange, man. Looking forward to seeing those guys. Just a heads up, like I said, I've been mentioning it over and over again. 9:30 this evening, we're going to be switching over to Facebook Live exclusively. Right now, we're on the YouTube and Facebook page. If you're watching from YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out, helps rock and roll out, and helps us get the message further and further spread, guys. Always make sure that you're welcoming everybody, letting all your friends know about us, letting all the bands that you know of and special to you in your life, let them know about Rock and Roll Union. Bring them onto the Facebook page, bring them onto the YouTube channel. Let's let rock and roll earn its prominence back, earn our respect back, and really get us back into where we need to be. Guys, a lot of great stuff happening in this area scene. And if you are not out here at the Battle of the Bands, make sure wherever you are paying attention and supporting live music, live rock and roll, and live art wherever you live. We will be joined momentarily by the guys in Age of Or. And once they're done unloading and unpacking their set, man, we're going to be talking to those guys, the July Artists of the Month. Really thankful for those guys, really excited, and got a couple comments up here on the bat line. And it's funny because if we don't go in through StreamYard, it doesn't really let me know who's commenting until I look at the comments online. But a lot of support from you guys. Much love back at you. And really excited to bring you, Jess, you're the best, man. Big shout out to Shades of Grey, Rock and Roll Union's house band, and a lot of good stuff going on for those guys. Really looking forward to seeing you guys August 5th. Jam on the Dam. Man, it's good to be back. It feels like home, and really excited to have that go on as well. Still waiting a little bit for Age of Or to finish unpacking. Man, let me tell you something. If you're not here, you are missing out. Double Vision was a great band. Age of Or kick ass as usual. Come on over, man. Dude, come on over. Join me, man.
Where do I sit? Right here?
We're going to set this up right here. Guys, we are talking to the Age of Or, man. I got to tell you guys, man, killer set. Come on over. Come on over, man. But guys, man, what a killer set. And I got to say, just from watching you guys, you could tell that the bass went out on that first song.
Yeah.
Because once the second song kicked in, you were really kicking ass. And that second song really needed that bass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Like,
The first song would have been like absolutely insane with the bass.
Oh yeah, that's
So
awesome.
instead of being absolutely insane, it was just insane. You know what I mean?
so, I mean, as far as growth with the band, You guys are growing by leaps and bounds.
Thank you.
What is now? You guys just released a new song not too long ago.
Yeah.
Walk us through that a little bit. You can find that on StreamYard. I mean, not StreamYard. What am I saying? You can find that on Spotify.
Yeah.
Name of the song again?
It's Insurgency.
Insurgency. What a kick-ass song! I did listen to that on Spotify. What went into the writing? How long did you guys sit on that one for?
Over a year, we've had that one that we've been playing out, and we just kind of procrastinated on actually getting it out there, just because we were kind of making tweaks and edits to it, and then we finally, had something that we were really happy with that we wanted to put out. But yeah, no, we wrote the song. I want to say probably April of last year.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's been a little over a year.
Now, when it comes time for like writing,
There he is.
There he is. When it comes time for like writing material, how meticulous do you get? I mean, do you get like, are you guys perfectionists when it comes to writing? Is it something that happens over and over and like rework and rework?
It really varies from song to song for us. Like some songs, our song "The Darkest Hour," which we released like last August or something. I think we were sitting on that, just writing it and making revisions and edits for like over 2 years. So just like not even doing anything with it, not even playing it out like live. We finally released that, but like other songs, like our song "Oblivion," for example, we wrote that in 15 minutes.
Wow.
And we put the whole thing together, and it's like, obviously there's some changes that we made to it, but like nothing major song structure wise was changed after that, like first initial 15-minute writing session.
Now, when it comes time for writing, who would you say is the most perfectionist in the group?
Probably Jake.
I guess me, yeah. That
Drive you guys nuts at all? Oh, Jake, this is good.
Recently, we've all been like he used to be like he used to come up with an idea on guitar and then we'd all write our own parts. But now we all create the whole thing together.
Gotcha.
We'll cut like he'll give me a riff and I'll be like, let's change this and this about it, and then I'll give a beat and I'll be like, can you do this instead? And then
it's much more collaborative.
Yeah,
because we've all kind of come into our own, I feel like, in like writing music and stuff
Gotcha.
like that. And I mean, she just started, actually, well, not, you've been writing for a little bit, but you just started like writing with us, kind of doing more our style of music like a year ago. And she's already made like absolutely phenomenal progress.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how was it being out on the Landis stage? The Landis stage is a gigantic stage.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than what any other maybe venue in South Jersey or Philly has to offer. How was it being out there? And congrats on opening for the Dead Date.
Oh, thank
Man,
you.
what a killer accomplishment.
Yeah, no, it's going to, first off, that show is going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
But the Landis stage, I'm pretty sure it's the biggest stage I've ever played on. And it's very comfortable up there. Like, I mean, sometimes it's a little too comfortable where I'll find myself on the other side of the stage and I'm like, crap, in 5 seconds I have a part that I have to run across the stage and start singing. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, I love it. It's my favorite stage I've played on so far.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I say this is my favorite venue I've played so far.
Definitely.
And now, as far as anyone seeing you guys for the first time or talking to you guys, meeting you guys for the first time, what are some of the influences you guys look up to? Like, what made you want to get involved?
Musically, my influences would probably be like kind of akin to like Tool, Alter Bridge, with a little bit of like Alice in Chains and Soundgarden thrown in there.
Gotcha.
So like kind of like that progressive metal feel, but with a little bit of grungy kind of like dirt to it almost. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. How about you guys?
I like Slipknot a lot.
I love Slipknot.
Iron Maiden. I like Tool too as well. That's really the main bands that influence me.
I feel like for me another big one is I Prevail.
Okay.
They're not like necessarily what I would consider my style, but they're like an outlier in that genre that I really like.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love how they incorporate like EDM elements into their songs. They do it so well, and then their breakdowns are just like absolutely filthy stuff.
How about you?
My absolute favorite band of all time is Alice in Chains. So I take a lot of inspiration from them. But I also really like the Chili Peppers because of Blues bass lines, which I know doesn't really fit with the style, but I like watched like a 5 minute like slap bass tutorial like 3 months into learning bass completely, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. And so I would love to like incorporate slap bass into one of our songs at some point. But I really love the Chili Peppers, Alice in Chains. I really love Tool and Soundgarden too. So yeah.
What blows my mind, and I spoke to the band before you guys, Double Vision, who were also a very young band, was that you guys mentioned these influences from bands that have been out for 20, 30 years. Is there anything newer that you guys would say that like you guys listen to that might have some good feel to it?
Well, again, I Prevail.
Yeah.
It really influences me.
Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah, Slaughter to Prevail.
That band is absolute. They're insane, dude.
Yeah, we saw them in April. It was crazy.
If you haven't seen them, they're a very fun band to like just witness. Just look up Slaughter to Prevail.
They're from
they're
Russia.
ridiculous,
They're
dude.
like the singer's just like smashing the microphone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's like hilariously brutal.
Who else? There's a band called Spirit Box that I really like.
Architects.
Yeah, and
Architects is
Yeah.
phenomenal as well. Yeah, listen to Architects. That's not a good one. So I mean, for us, it's more in that kind of progressive, sort of medium between EDM and like that modern kind of metal feel. You know what I mean? Where you got these like really soft, complex parts kind of mixed in with these just absolutely intricate but like nasty guitar riffs and stuff like that. That's awesome.
So,
But
yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I usually listen to like just 90s stuff and like older stuff.
yeah, I hear you.
But like the other day I was just listening to like 2000s pop for literally no reason and I didn't know why. Like I'll be like, wow, I don't really like this that much, but it reminds me of being like 5, so I like it.
Dude, I love Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I was like listening to Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh, this is okay.
I unironically like it.
So what's after Battle of the Bands? You guys have anything on the calendar coming up?
After Battle of the Bands,
Or, yeah, you
we
guys
got
have
that
that
Daisy
Daisy
show. We got a couple people asking if we want to do some shows. We're trying to get a gauge of like just scheduling and stuff like that. We don't want to overcommit and then accidentally double book a date or something like that. But after that, we have the Dead Daisy show. Really, yeah, 95% sure we're doing Bike Week in Atlantic City.
Nice.
And then after that, I mean, I want to get in the studio and probably record 4 or 5 more originals. And get them really nice and polished. Nice. It just shut off.
I gotcha.
It just did like 5 seconds ago.
There we go.
On.
We're still recording.
Oh,
We're still,
okay, cool.
it just
didn't miss all that.
no, I got everything.
Alright.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, as far as like 2023 as a year, what would your goal be for? What's your end goal for 2023?
End goal for 2023, kind of grow and kind of boost our visibility. You know what I mean? Get a decent amount more fans. Start getting higher level shows and just really refine and perfect our recording process. I would say my main goal, like the tail end of 2023, when there's not going to be as many gigs or shows, like in the colder months and stuff like that, is just to really hone in and perfect our recording process and our sound.
Now, where are you guys recording?
So we're recording currently just out of our studio, home studio. Then we outsource some of the mixing
Gotcha.
to a couple different people. Get a couple different cities.
It's amazing the day and age that we live.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you can produce what you.
I can record a full metal song that would need in the the 80s, something like that, would need a full size studio to do it.
Right.
I can do it all with just my interface and digital plugins and stuff like that, and then just outsource all of the really really technical stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it makes sense. I mean, I'm also trying to get more into production myself.
Gotcha.
And hopefully starting to just do all of our production mixing and stuff like that. But for now, I want to definitely outsource to get just the highest quality.
So how about you guys? Goals for 2023?
I'd like to really perfect our live shows. and just like make sure everything is like there's no flaws, I guess. Like
Gotcha.
everything is just super stable.
Yeah. How about you?
I just want to get more comfortable, like playing bass. Not that I'm not comfortable, but like running around on stage and stuff. I feel like sometimes I'm like tripping over myself, so I want to try and like get better at that.
Yeah. No, I went through that when I first started, like actually seriously trying to sprint around in spaces, while I'm playing an instrument and I got to worry about singing a part. So I have to like coordinate that my feet stop exactly where I'm not going to smack my teeth into the microphone. It's complex when you first start out.
Now let's talk about that Dead Daisy show. How did that come on?
Ray just kind of emailed us out of nowhere. Yeah. He mentioned something to us, like out in the Landis, a couple months ago when we were here, and just kind of, in passing was just like, hey, I have this show, blah, blah, blah. You guys might be a good fit. I'll see what happens. And he emailed us like 4 days later. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, they approved you. And we were like, wow, awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They also told us today that they're like really picky on who they choose. So we were all just like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's great.
No, it's really good.
Oh yeah. Now, is there anything that you're going to change up? Anything different that you guys are going to try for this show? Anything you guys see yourself tweaking?
Yeah, probably incorporate a little bit more choreography. Not necessarily like, dance moves per se, but like just coordinated movements that make like a cohesive, entertaining kind of experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
absolutely.
there's something interesting visually going on, but it's not just three people jumping up and down, expending all of their energy and like freaking out on stage. It's more going to be a coordinated, planned out.
What's amazing with Landis is the production that they offer. I mean, I've seen bands here where they've done certain things on the screens behind them. They have an amazing screen.
Oh
on the
yeah,
stage.
their projectors nuts.
And
then all the
so much,
pictures turn out amazing.
you guys can pick and choose or make your own kind of backdrop if you want it.
Oh yeah,
Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit for that show.
Oh yeah, they had so many samples of just our logo that they were playing behind us with like different fractalizing like skull things in the background. It was really cool looking.
Man, so now Facebook, social media pages, how do people find Agent Org?
We're on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. We do have a Twitter, although I don't know why or how. Yeah, we hold it on Spotify and Apple Music, stuff like that. It's just the Age Org, spelled O-R-E. A lot of people mistake it as O-A-R, and that's not right. And
That's a weird.
it's really jarring.
Yeah.
Now, it's really jarring when you go up on stage and the backdrop behind you says the age of OAR, and because this is
The age of the paddle.
yeah. Alrighty then, but yeah, we're on social media as Theater would work.
You guys should get your guitars. Just be like,
That would
Yes.
be so fun. You should
We'll make like a parody album at some point where it's the Age of Horror spelled OAR with all our guitars like this,
Oh,
and we just
perfect.
do like Weird Al parodies of our songs. That would be
That would be
phenomenal.
amazing.
man, guys, thank you so much.
Thank
Ed, I did not mention this whole time. Congrats on being the artist of the month.
Oh, thank you.
Really excited the sky's the limit for you guys, man. I think you guys have a lot of talent. Like you guys are really.
Thanks so much.
So guys, thank you so much. Guys,
Thank you, CT.
thank you, man.
Always a pleasure.
So there was Age of Or, guys, man. Really, really excited to get you guys up to date on everything. And we are going to see if we can give you guys a little bit of this band, Strange Velvet. So bear with me as we once again take a walk through the theater to check out this band that is on stage, Strange Velvet. Or
See you later.
this guy has been running his ass off.
It's my job.
You guys get where you need to go. Make sure.
This next one got everywhere called Hey Lady. I think I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Where you going? Thank you. We are Strange Velvet, and we got one more for you. You've been a wonderful audience.
They're set now. Really excited to talk to them once they come off stage. Just a quick reminder that at 9:30 we will be going strictly to Facebook Live. We're going to go out and, to the fans out there, see what they think. They see who their favorites are. Just a quick reminder: all the bands live on the Landis feed. So vote from home counts as one, being here counts. My apologies for the technical group hop. We keep going in and out of our live stream, out of the internet capabilities here, guys. But just a quick shout out again. Starting at 9:30, we're going to be going into the crowd. We're going to be going into the theater more itself. We'll be going strictly on Facebook Live. We're going to do it that way. We're going to talk to the crowd, see who some of their favorites are. We'll show you the rest of the theater. and we'll be able to get it out more about once the 9:30 hour rolls around. Once again, thank you for being here with us on our special edition of the Rock and Roll Union Streamcast as we're coming at you live backstage from the Landis Theater with the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands. We will be talking to the band that is currently on stage. Hopefully you got the chance to check out a little bit of their set either here or on the Landis feed. Strange Velvet, great band, another three-piece. We're going to talk to them a little bit and see how they feel about the contest and much more. Don't go anywhere, guys. We are going to be coming back in just a moment. Welcome back to the Rock and Roll Union extra special streamcast behind the scenes of the Deathwish Coffee Battle of the Bands 2023 at the beautiful Landis Theater. We are backstage. We'll be talking to the band that just ended their set, killer set it was, with Strange Velvet. Just an extra heads up that starting at 9:30, we will be going, or honestly, starting straight after this next band, Strange Velvet, we're going to go strictly to Facebook Live. We'll be going out in the crowd a little bit, talking to the fans, asking them what they think, asking them how they feel about this show, and see who their favorites are. A lot of great stuff, guys. And in case you missed it, our special announcement is we got an extra special edition or an extra special show. New shows starting August 21st called Live at Landis. It's going to be all about all the special events coming here. We're going to be joined by all the bands that are involved that play here at the Landis Theater. New Jersey's new mecca for rock and roll, man. I'm telling you, whether it be a tribute, original music, nationals, whatever the case may be, this is the place to be. And you want to make sure you get your asses here with stadium fees being astronomical, Ticketmaster fees being astronomical. Parking is now at least $45 at these shows. Come to the Landis. Come see a show. Come see a place where you can honestly free parking. Tickets are 30, 35 bucks, and you can see so many amazing bands, so much great stuff. Starting the week of our first show, they have two special events coming up here at the Landis. It's going to be a Johnny Cash tribute as well as the Dead Daisies with the band that we just interviewed, Age of Ore. So a lot of great stuff, guys. Make sure that you are here. Make sure that you are doing everything you can to come out and support live original rock and roll. Guys, it has been my pleasure coming to you live from the Landis Theater. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the backstage footage, the interviews, some of the talking that we've been able to get some of the bands to open up about. Um, like I said, we have one more interview coming up. Then we're going to go to Facebook Live and finish up the evening that way, guys. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Rock and Roll Union special edition of the Streamcast, coming backstage live at the Landis Theater for the Deathwish Coffee Battle of Bands. Talking to a good friend of mine, Bob Watts, talking about rock and roll, talking about everything in general, man. A lot of great bands. 3 amazing acts under our wings so far, man. Each of the band had a different, unique sound, and looking forward to talking to Strange Velvet once they're done unpacking. But Bob, any thoughts so far?
It's impressive. I know they can't see me, but they hopefully hear me. Shouldn't get done, but so far I don't really have a favorite. Without listening to everybody, it's very hard to pick a favorite. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the acts. As far as original music, it's blowing me away. The first 2, Double Vision and Strange Culture. I mean, not Strange Culture.
Strange Velvet.
No, my brain is like, it's thinking of too many Age of War. Thank you. It's been a long week for me. I apologize, folks. But yeah, Age of War and Double Vision definitely blew me away. Strange Culture. I keep saying Strange Culture because I get that bang in my head. Strange Velvet. They had a unique sound, a very different vibe. So it was really cool to listen to that. So yeah, we'll see what other stuff comes up, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Man, it's a day and age which a lot of people think and say that rock and roll is dead, but this contest shows that is
It's alive and
far
well
from the
and kicking.
case.
And a lot of people have told me when I go to concerts and like, rock is dead, and I'm like, turn around, you're going to get kicked right in the face by it.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's alive and well. There may be other genres that people like over rock, and it's fine. You're allowed to have your stuff. But I don't think you could ever take rock out of anything. It will always be there. It will always be in your face. And if it does get trampled by something, it's going to come around and dominate it again, just like it did with rap music.
Yep.
In the late 80s, early 90s, it was rap that was number one. Now rock came back around in 2000 and just kicked it right to the curb. So it comes back stronger and than ever every time it cycles around.
And it's hard to hold the fan base down. I mean, just the fans in general. And I got to say, what the Landis Theater here does is amazing as far as sound production. Probably one of the best, if not the best, places to see music in the entire area.
Listen to it and see it. It's definitely very different here. It's almost like going to like the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion in Camden, Wells Fargo Center. You have to go to those type of arenas, or like the Hard Rock and AC. To rival what they have here as far as sound. It's just incredible. It's so crisp. It's insane.
Not to mention, not $45 to park, and tickets are affordable, parking's free, and you can't beat it. Here.
This is the place.
Joined now by Elena Brokus. Let's see if I can get Elena on stage. Everybody don't want to be videoed.
So shy.
So she actually helped organize the event, man. Set 24 bands and
stage calls and help them make them, and
a lot of work.
A lot of work. 24 bands to work with.
Now, what makes it worth it for you?
Just watch the show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love the original music scene. Like to keep it rolling with you.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
There's a lot of people out there. I mean, we don't get paid hardly anything, but you just keep doing what you're doing. You love it. You have a passion for it. Do what makes you happy.
Now, me and Bob were just saying, a lot of people are saying rock's dead, but like the things like this contest, like discredit that entirely.
I don't know why they think it's dead. You just got to know where to go. Come to the Landis.
Yeah, absolutely.
The acts I've seen recently, they're sold out. I mean, there's not an empty seat in the house. In most of the shows. So being part of that and seeing how the live music experience is still expanded, no matter what genre, but definitely rock music. It's still dominating the fans.
It's taken off big time.
It's stronger than ever, I think. personally.
They say that rock is circular, or I mean, history itself is circular, and I think we're starting to see an upswing in rock music again.
Yeah.
It was down for a while, but I feel like we're coming
The
back
younger
hardcore.
generation is really bringing it back. And you see how young these kids are? You should hear their, and you should come and hear their original music. Unbelievable.
Hey.
Yeah. And here comes Elvia, next band up.
Nice. Nice to meet you guys.
You
Nice to
guys,
meet you.
I can't wait to see them.
Pleasure, Bob. Nice to meet you.
Photographer here.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you.
CT,
And this is
man.
CT.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Salvatore.
I'm the keep with the camera in front of you. So.
Awesome.
But yeah, just I mean, I feel like rock is bringing back full circle, man. Like it's
Swings around like a pendulum. Being with some of the bands that I photographed, Rolling Stones, Kiss, Queen, The Who, you name it, 938 bands to my roster so far since 2014. Spent, shooting with ABC News for 15 years before I was laid off. So I've seen the biggest and the baddest, and I've seen some of the smallest, like my friend's garage bands and stuff. And you can't compare them. Every one of them.
I've watched the whole generation from even back in the 60s.
Yeah.
the
And that's what I like.
70s,
It's a lot of
the
the
80s to the
classic rock
90s.
music is coming.
And I'm real happy now because I'm really starting to see this all come full circle
Yeah.
again.
And music is starting to have a meaning too.
Yeah.
To me, and that's what it was.
You know, if you have a cover scene and you keep going on, how long can you keep listening to cover something?
Yeah,
we
right.
need you guys.
Yes, we
keep on
absolutely
writing
do.
and rocking. There
Whatever,
you go.
whatever's aggravating you, write a song about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, I
Oh,
touched
yeah.
Is it cool if I run and grab a drink? Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be quick.
But I
I
mean,
think they have them backstage
Forbidden.
for you.
Oh,
just I mean,
I mean like an alcoholic drink.
Oh.
Yeah. Hurry out and I can down.
Come on
interviewing some of the bands that came
Tell
before,
the security.
to hear
guard
them
wait-
mention some of their
Wait for me to do it.
inspirations as far as Iron Maiden, and like you're hard pressed a lot just to find the younger bands that have younger influences, like
yeah,
and
what
it's
was-
wild.
That's
to
what's
me.
interesting. I listen to what they're writing and their influences, and you just see this all coming out of them. And
Yeah,
remember, we were trying to figure out like the first band,
yeah.
like who sound like? I don't
And then they came over and I was talking to them and they're like, oh, we like Guns N' Roses. And I was like, man, that's all the stuff I grew up on. Like, it's hard to hear them mention a newer band as an influence.
They don't. They're going back.
Yeah.
They-
One of my favorite things about working here at the Landis Theater as a photographer was we got to have Anvil here. And if you for those who don't know
Anvil's
Anvil,
awesome.
they inspired Metallica, Iron Maiden, and all these.
I
other
haven't
guys.
seen them yet.
They're
Have you ever
great.
seen their documentary?
No.
They're insane.
Watch their
Yeah.
documentary.
Anvil?
They were old guys that got together. Like they were an old band, and then in their like midlife they got back together and they made it
They
big.
still bring it. When we had them here last year
Uh-huh.
in June, it was such an unbelievable show. And then the singer's talking about how he was sitting there with Slayer, Kerry King, and all them, and Metallica and stuff, and how they inspired these. And it's like, holy cow! So it's really cool to hear some of the masters inspired by these other bands.
Yeah.
Hear that much. So to me, it's pretty. So
Yeah.
And there's bands have been in this area, Atlanta. You know all these bands. I mean, talking about people like Georgie Rumble. You talking about like
I'll be in New York City
Hens.
show, fest style show at the bitter end in New York City. That's another one supports.
Absolutely. I mean, it's
I love the bitter. I have all my spots. It's unfortunate we lost some really cool venues in Philadelphia,
absolutely.
but I think around the outskirts of Philadelphia, I see it really building up good. Spinney's is a great place.
Now the one place that hurt the most,
They're like,
the truck hurt the most. And I hear that they're coming back.
yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Breath.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, man. I'm hoping for
I
the
think
truck.
they get the city straight.
I mean,
Something's got to give.
to me, my summer ends with going to see Aerosmith. First time I saw them was at the Spectrum. That place is long gone. I mean, all the places we had in Philly, like
I used to go to them all the time.
Spectrum, man.
I think that was like every weekend I was going to see a show. I had the Talent Theater. That was
Oh, the Tower.
We shut it down afterwards. At least I
Ghost was the last show. Yeah.
she took it.
And then you have the Electric Factory, now known as the Franklin Music Hall, I think. But it'll always be the Electric Factory, man.
still the
But
I
yeah,
got the
more close.
I will say that the Fillmore is an amazing place.
I never did a show there.
Fillmore is beautiful. Beautiful. I mean,
Just
royal
decided to
purple.
stay out of it, you know, I have a lot to work with outside the city. I'm not getting any.
Bob, thank you, man. Absolutely. Sounds good. Guys, we are coming at you live from the Landis Theater. We got Alvia back here, guys. Man, come on over, have a seat. Let's talk a little bit with Alvia. Man, nice to meet you.
What's up, man?
Guys, so tell me a little bit about the band, how long you guys have been together, and what to expect from your music.
Well, you could definitely expect to be blown away. Me and him started the band. Me and Mateo started the band a little over a year ago, and it just grew and grew and grew, and the fans just keep coming and coming.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now, what would you if you were to speak to somebody who's never heard your music before? How would you classify? What would you say is the style that you guys play?
I would say a new style of classic rock.
Awesome.
So it has classic elements to it, but it's nothing you haven't heard.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
So it's not too heavy.
Oh no. We have heavy parts and we have our soft parts. So
Gotcha.
that's why we like the classic rock genre.
Man, and again, you guys are a younger band. If you heard what we were talking about a little bit back here as far as inspirations are concerned and hearing some of the younger bands and what they grew up listening to and what your influences are, who would you cite as some of your influences?
Oh well, we all have different influences. Like
That's what makes music
yeah,
great.
we
Hell
all
yeah.
listen to everybody. Like I myself, like I'm the singer in the band, so I like people like Glenn Hughes and Graham Bonnet.
Hell yeah.
And, people like that. And Mateo, speak for himself.
Hell yeah. I mean, I grew up on John Bonham and I listened to a lot of Rush as well. And I just a really hard hitting drums. That's just what I love. And that's what I grew to,
Gotcha.
Neil Peart. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Everyone like that. And also one honorable mention would be Jonathan Moffat. He's not really a rock drummer. He's he drums for Michael Jackson and Madonna, stuff like that, but he has a very fast foot. He's very tight in the groove. They call him the human metronome, and I can appreciate that a lot. So
Single pedal or double pedal?
Single.
There it is.
And I can't do double pedals. I tried it once and I went right back to the single. But yeah, it is what it is. But Maria, your influences here.
Hey, hell yeah.
I like Metallica a lot.
Gotcha. So, bass wise, we have 3 eras of Metallica. Who's your favorite? I mean, you got Cliff, you got Jason.
There's some really good ones in there. I'm just gonna come in here. Jason had the best back.
That I gotta say.
And I love back. Yeah.
Amazing. He's a good one.
This is the guy. This is hell yeah, man.
I swear to God, I can't go on stage without a little drink to calm my nerves. I don't know what it is, man.
Dude, I gotta admit, and I haven't admitted this, any show I've done over like 200 and something podcasts, I take a shot before every show.
Absolutely.
So I hear you 100%. Absolutely. But we're talking influences. You were saying Flea and who else? Yeah, we were talking about the differences in Metallica for
Yeah.
So influence wise, who'd you like?
always Jimmy Page. Page will be my number one forever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's the greatest guitar player ever lived. But if we're talking influences at the current moment, I've been listening to a lot of Clapton.
Gotcha.
Of course, Steve Vai, Satriani. Who else have we been binging? I feel like I've been binging a lot of people. Rival Sons has been like a huge.
Hell yeah. You know, I was about to ask that. You weren't back here when we were talking about, we were having a conversation as far as younger bands and their influences always seem, even now, seem to go back to the time period that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And nobody really recently having that kind of style. Is there anybody newer acts-wise that you could say maybe has? I mean, you mentioned Rival Sons.
Rival Sons is, I think, as a group, I think Rival Sons is a force. Those dudes are
Hell yeah.
incredible. Especially when we talk about blues rock. I think blues rock is making the craziest comeback.
Yeah.
Classic rock in general, but those dudes are really putting on, and so are like, I don't, you know, Dirty Honey.
Oh yeah, dude, love
Those guys
Dirty
are
Honey.
incredible.
Their
those
new
are-
song is out.
It's incredible.
Oh man, it's insane.
And thank God we have people like that on the forefront of rock and roll who are giving us exactly what we need, and that's a voice in the industry. Like right now, there's really not. I can't name you 10 mainstream bands at the moment who are rock and roll. I can name you maybe 3 or 4.
Well, I don't think we have any mainstream.
We
Like,
don't.
It's
We don't.
we suck as far as rock music is concerned. As a country, we
Yeah.
suck. But there are some great bands, newer bands. I mean, I think of bands like the Struts as well. I think the Struts are friggin' phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
And what's funny and what's sad is we see bands like the Struts. They're coming in tour. And they're playing a small little club, and it's like
Isn't it incredible?
that's.
Did you talk about?
It's a great time to be a rock fan because you get to see them in
Oh,
these places, but it sucks in the same manner.
You know Crownlands? You ever listen to Crownlands?
No.
Dude. They're like
That might be my listen on the way home.
Definitely. They're like it's the vibe that those guys had out there with the drummer as the singer.
Yeah.
Same vibe. Drummer's a singer. Huge Zeppelin influence. I mean, you can hear it right off the start of his vocals, but he has the craziest vocal range I've ever heard in my life.
That's awesome.
While he's drumming.
Yeah, those while playing drums.
While playing drums, yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's
And,
crazy.
they have a song called what's that song called? Lady of the Lake, which was a rainbow song back in the day.
I think I know what song you're talking about. Yeah,
It's a different song.
It's a different
same title.
And I think it's about the same thing.
Yeah.
It's about the
King Arthur or something like that.
that's wild.
Check that out. Shot. Really good shot.
Now, as far as music is concerned, and people trying to find you guys, where are you guys? Are you on Bandcamp, Spotify, things like that?
Spotify, Apple. Yeah, all YouTube. What else we got? There's a website, outlier.live.
Okay.
I put so we have an album coming out on the 28th. We're praying to God the 28th of July. But all the songs on that album you can hear on the website. So if you visit the website, you can hear all the unreleased music coming out.
Now,
Good shit.
What is it? Albaya.live.
It's Albaya.live.
What is it, Mateo?
Albaya.live.
What's the name of the new album?
Forgive
Is
the
it just
Bold.
Albia or?
Yeah, Forgive the Bold is
Forgive the Bold,
it's a
nice.
title track. We have a song called Forgive the Bold. So we figured, it's one of the best songs that we think is on the album. So name the album Forgive the Bold.
Now let's talk about that title in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys just spurred me into thinking about this. Alice Cooper once said the day and age of the rock star is dead, meaning that there's not a lot of people band-wise that are willing to put it out on stage, willing to take that show.
Yeah.
How important is showmanship or things like that in your show?
This is all you, man.
So the talent, as far as the singing or the playing, was already there. I mean, I feel like we're pretty seasoned at that. So the rest of it, 90% of it, is definitely the show. Like you said, Alice Cooper, perfect example. He puts on one of the best live shows that you'll ever see. Like there's other people like Iron Maiden and so many other people that just put on these great live shows that you will not experience with other genres. Like even like Taylor Swift or whatever doesn't even come close.
Yeah.
So live shows is where it's at for rock music.
Yeah. It's important you said that the showmanship is so important. We took a trip down to a mini tour in Nashville. We got back about a week ago.
Yeah.
And one thing we realized our show lacked so much was the showmanship, was the interaction of the crowd. Seeing those bands out there and how much a place like that will level you up. has gotten us to completely rearrange our show. It's
That's
not
awesome.
just about music, but have an interaction with the crowd and interaction with each other because we have such a great chemistry and like we weren't showcasing that at all. I think that's big.
And one of the things, I mean, I'm a hardcore Alice fan, not to bring him back up again, but a hardcore Alice Cooper fan. One of the things that he does that I've seen other older acts do is kind of what you're talking about is that crowd participation.
Yeah.
Or maybe a sing along, or maybe like a chant back or something like that.
Right.
Is that something coming from Nashville that you guys think that maybe you'll start adding into your show?
Definitely more crowd participation. Even in our songs, originally we have parts that are like that, but we just never capitalized on it. But now we are. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Nashville being a country mecca.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they weren't ready for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but you know what's so awesome about it though is like we go in there and there's no band that sounds like how we sound. We did a lot of gigs where the bands were incredible. Every band was good. There was nobody down there that was anything under good, but everybody had the same sound, and so it was easy to mesh in with like the bill of five bands.
To sound unique.
It was easy because nobody was doing it.
Although I will say this, in Jersey, there's these types of bands. Everyone's really good, but when you go to Nashville, you sort of get humbled a little bit.
Oh, you get humbled. Everybody's
musicians. But it's honestly, it was really cool going down there because I was seeing drummers really, really good.
Dude, there were jam bands down there. These guys would get up on stage. Nobody knew each other, and they sound like they've been playing for years and years and years and years. You'd have no idea.
That's awesome.
We didn't have any. This guy started singing. He sounds like Clapton, and they're playing "Sunshine on Your Love" or whatever. And then right after the song ends, he's like, "Yeah, we just met each other like 10 minutes ago." And we were
crazy.
Like, "Wow!" We would have never guessed, and that was kind of like, okay, everybody here is pretty good.
Now, you guys are from Jersey.
Yeah.
What part of the state are you guys from?
Central.
Yeah.
Central. Okay.
Yeah, Central Jersey.
Right in the middle. Yeah, right in the middle. We're about an hour and a half to get here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So maybe Asbury Park area.
Yeah. Oh, we play Asbury.
We'll be
We're
at the
playing
Pony
in
tomorrow.
Stone Pony tomorrow.
Stone Pony. Yeah. Oh, you're playing the Stone Pony tomorrow. Nice.
Yeah.
Great play. I mean, that's probably one of the best places we have in the
Love
state
that
aside
place.
from here. But
we have the few times we played there already. We've sold all of our tickets.
That's awesome.
So tomorrow is going to be the summer stage event. And,
Nice.
We're going to be playing after Youngblood.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
It's gonna be a good
That's a
event.
big show.
Yeah, the
Hell
after
yeah.
party. It's gonna be nice. The like you said, that's such an incredible, iconic spot to play at, and it's always nice playing.
A lot of rock fans shit on Youngblood, but I mean, as a rock fan, I like Youngblood a lot.
He's good. He's very different. He's different.
Yeah.
He is different.
He's different, and I like that. I think we need different.
Now, what about? I mean, as far as Central Jersey, there were other places that shut down. I'm thinking the Brighton Bar, some other spots that kind of shut down. How open is Central Jersey right now as far as venues and places to play?
I mean, I feel like Jersey altogether isn't very band friendly. It's all pay to
They're
play
not.
everywhere. Pay to play. So, until there's a place that changes that or anything, you're not going to really hear any good bands that come out of Jersey.
Yeah.
Because we all get shoved under the rug.
Yeah.
So
Sell so many tickets.
yeah,
and
right.
Yeah, and that's why Elena. I love Elena to death. She is for the bands.
Hell
That's
yeah,
what's
man.
amazing for. She's for the band. Everything that she does, she makes sure that the bands get the forefront. And I love that. She doesn't care about how much money she makes. She cares about the talent that's going to come out of the state. I love that.
Sure.
Elena is incredible.
She is an amazing person.
Yeah.
And we've known each other. Thankfully, we had the chance to finally meet. We've been talking forever.
Oh, no
And,
way.
Like I've been doing this now for 5 years, and I've been about the original scene from day one.
Hell yeah.
Just started opening up a little bit to tributes and cover bands a little bit. There's a segment on my show called Undercover, but we've been mainly gearing towards the original scene, man. And I'm so thankful that there's younger bands like you guys carrying that torch, and it's very important that we pass that torch to you guys and give you a chance to run, because that back in the day when I was growing up, we had radio stations that would play the next band. We would have radio stations were playing Van Halen coming in at the time, or Ozzy coming in at the time, and things like that. And then right now, like the local radio stations don't do that. I mean, unless,
you could check us out on the Rat. Sometimes we're on the Rat radio.
yeah, Rat's great.
That's
man.
great. They're another one of they're a great group of people. They're for the bands.
I'm a big fan of the Starland Ballroom, and they're always there.
I know. I love the Starland. It's such a gorgeous place to play. Gorgeous place to play. That'll definitely be one of the spots. We gotta go there.
So, as far as goals for 2023, what is your hope for Alvea?
Man, it's a great question.
Play with the rival sons.
Oh, that's gotta be one.
Oh, yeah.
They're such a big. I think it's because they fit. I feel like our sound would go so perfectly together.
Yeah,
You know,
that's awesome.
it's bluesy rock. You know, you can't get better than that. Definitely that. I definitely want this album to do something. It's such a great. We worked so hard on this for the last year and put honestly, I don't think we can add anything else to this. I think we capped out at as much as we can add.
That's awesome.
And yeah.
How about you guys? Hope for 2023?
I think that's definitely one of them, Rival Sons.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they have their own sound and they sound so good.
Yeah, they do.
We would just be perfect, and I guess it would just be an experience, really. I really think I'd love to go back to Nashville. That's definitely up there in one of my goals.
Get a bus.
Get a bus. But
yeah.
I don't know. I think really just expand our image.
Nice.
That's what I definitely want to do. I want to get more people to listen to us, and not only that, but listen to more, rock bands. So that's you right now.
Hell yeah. I'm there with you. How about you?
Well, I would say opening for this big artist. That's definitely a start. And also traveling all over. I really want to do that.
Yeah, I mean that's part of paying the dues, right? Playing, opening up, going.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and a lot of people, and I'm thinking about the people that follow me that are from the local scene. You really don't know what's out there until you travel to these other
Hell
states
yeah.
or you see these other scenes
Hell
and
yeah.
see what their music looks like.
You're 100% right.
But yeah, man.
100%.
But, guys, thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
a minute, man.
Thank you.
Best of luck with this
Thanks, man.
competition.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Really looking forward to seeing you guys out there,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you.
No problem.
Where can we find this?
It is on Rock and Roll Union. I will give you a card in just a moment. Let me end this.
Yes.
Guys, I am so for us, that is the end here on our end as far as YouTube. We're getting ready to switch over to Facebook Live exclusively. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging with us. We are going strictly over to Facebook Live at this point. We're going to get out, talk to the crowd a little bit, see who they like, see who they're here to support. And guys, thank you so much. Until next time, don't just leave it better. Have a good week, everybody.